2HEARTACHES expert, the custody dispute almost certainly had an impact on Michael Strahan's twin girls, who now confront a fresh issue. According to a psychologist, Michael Strahan's twins may experience additional difficulties as a result of their parents' contentious custody battle. She also believes that although Sophia and Isabella appear to be having a good time on their Instagram posts, more traumatic separations are still to come. During their parents' public custody battle over child support and living arrangements for their twin daughters, Michael Strahan, 51, and his ex-wife Jean Mugley, 57, may have put their teenage twins Isabella and Sophia through a terrible situation, according to a psychologist. This Thursday, the U.S. Sun reported that the unpleasant case had been resolved. It's been a long time coming. The former GMA anchor and Jean separated a year after the twins were born, and the former GMA host filed for divorce from Jean in 2006. The former NFL great was reportedly requested to pay Jean $15.3 million in the divorce settlement and $18,000 in child support in 2007, according to the New York Post. Even though the two agreed to share custody in 2020, prior court documents revealed the involvement of a parent coordinator as well as additional challenges with regard to payments. Court records, according to page 6, indicated that Michael and Jean would share custody and that Sophia and Isabella would spend alternating weeks with each. The twins appear to still be residing in Manhattan, where they each attend different private schools. Their mother had previously consented to relocate to New York, where she currently resides. The custody dispute involving the twins has been resolved, licensed psychologist Dr. Danielle Fershi said in an exclusive interview with the U.S. Sun. However, the fact that they had a parent coordinator indicates how intense the fight was and how contentious this case was. The court appoints a parent coordinator to make choices that are in the children's best interests. This is due to the fact that the parents are unable to agree on those choices. This shows me how awful of a scenario that was, and it really has a big influence on kids. Kids are left in a position of triangulation if they know their parents cannot make decisions for them, such as whether to and which activities to enroll their kids in, observes Dr. Fershi, who has not been involved in the case or examined the girls. Dr. Fershi continues, this implies that kids may feel torn between siding with one of their parents or the other. They are unsure about which side to support as well. Typically, children choose a side in order to allay their fears, concerns, or stress in the circumstance. The twins were undoubtedly damaged by this custody dispute, in part because of the parent coordinator they had. Despite issues with their parents, I hope they continue to be close as siblings. For Sophia and Isabella, growing up as identical twins comes with a special set of difficulties. According to Dr. Fershi, one of the twins will typically enter a love relationship and even settle down in the next period of growth. The next phases they will enter are those of intimate relationships and careers. These will have the twins' unusual relationship the next impact. It can alter a twinship's dynamic. It takes something away when one of the parties begins to devote more emotional resources and time to another relationship. Isabella and Sophia seem to be enduring the storm bravely thus far among their parents' protracted legal fights. Instagram posts from the teenagers show off their carefree way of life, which is filled with activities that a regular 18-year-old would find amusing. The couple has uploaded pictures of themselves having a good time with pals and going out to parties. Additionally, Sophia and Isabella may be seen proudly flaunting their gorgeous bodies in bikinis and wearing their preferred looks. However, being twins, our expert cautions that they may face difficulties as Sophia and Isabella continue to develop. Dr. Fershi, a certified clinical social worker and parent coordinator, adds that the twins appear to have grown up together and would have likely spent a lot of time together as children. They appear to have the same hairstyle and clothing. The twins' identical fashion sense may be seen in a different image taken of them as teenagers. Given how similar twins are, there is something miraculous about them. But when they get older, particularly when they're close to Isabella and Sophia's age, it gets harder. It's typical for children to begin to investigate their sense of freedom and form an identity for themselves. They will be able to determine their place in the world, their purpose, and what they want to be, go, and do. They definitely feel some pressure from what people think twins should be like.